Hey there, it's me again, Gabriela. Today I'm answering a big question I get all the time from advanced students. When will I finally be able to use the subjunctive? Well, there is no simple answer, but I do have a trick to help you get started. First, we need to understand how past events connect to each other. That's where había hablado, the past perfect, and habría hablado, the conditional perfect, come in. These two structures act as stepping stones to mastering more complex subjunctive forms, especially the perfect subjunctive, the past one, hubiera hablado. Let me break it down for you and then we'll see it all come to life in one of my student sessions. Okay, so había hablado, the past perfect. This tense let us connect two past events, that one happened before the other. So let's say here, llegaste, había hablado. See? Two past events. It is a past action that was already completed before another past action. Let's say that there is a later past and an earlier past. Yeah? Let's see. Okay. Let's put it in a sentence so it makes more sense. I'm going to write it here. Cuando llegaste, yo ya había hablado. Cuando llegaste, yo ya había hablado. Let's say con Luisa. So, when you arrive, I had already spoken with Luisa. This is a later past, and this happened a bit before this action took place. So the two past events, they are connected. The key aspect of this is there is no uncertainty, there is no what if, just facts about the past. Let's see habría hablado, the conditional perfect. Here we are imagining things that could have happened but didn't. Think of it as two different paths, right? The reality path and the what if path, yeah? So, what actually happened and what could have happened in an alternate past. Let me write a sentence so you can see an example. Si me hubieras llamado Si me hubieras llamado, habría hablado contigo antes. Habría hablado contigo antes. So, if you had called me, I would have spoken with you before. In reality, you didn't call, so no conversation happened, but in the what if path, we imagine an alternate past where things went differently. So we cannot change the past, but we can imagine how things might have been. So, si me hubieras llamado, habría hablado contigo. This is an alternate past, and this is the link directly to the subjunctive mode, because we are studying creating different realities, different hypotheses, options about the past. We are building conditional past, things that might have happened but didn't. Okay, so at this point you might be wondering, but why do we need these forms for the subjunctive? Well, let's connect them to the subjunctive, okay? So, first, they help with the parallel structures. Había hablado and hubiera hablado. One is a past perfect from the indicative and the other one is a past perfect from the subjunctive. So, cuando llegué, él ya había hablado. Si hubiera hablado antes, todo sería diferente. The structure, it's a bit similar. So it helps with this. But also, the second thing is like they set up conditional and hypothetical statements. Habría hablado pairs naturally with the subjunctive in if clauses, like here. Si hubiera hablado más fuerte, me habrían escuchado. So it goes naturally with the subjunctive. And the other thing is like they introduce the key subjunctive structure, C plus past perfect subjunctive plus conditional perfect. Si él hubiera hablado antes, no habríamos tenido problemas. But I know this is a bit hard to digest at this point, so it can be easier if you see someone in action making sense of it and using había and habría hablado in an interaction, and you will see how easily the subjunctive form starts coming alive, yeah? So now let's go and see one of my great students in one of our sessions where we are playing a bit with this and you can see it for yourself, okay? So let's go there. Okay, so we are going to watch my student and me playing El Chisme, and the only constraint she has is to use había at least once and habría at least once. So let's see it together. Tú empiezas a contar el chisme y ya vemos qué pasa.
Que yo sepa,
Me encanta, que yo sepa.
que yo sepa, el vecino tiene una enamorada muy joven.
No te creo.
Sí.
¿Y tú habías hablado con ese vecino antes?
Sí, había hablado con él en el pasado,
Ajá.
pero me dijo
¿Qué?
que sí tiene una enamorada muy joven, pero si habría sabido eso, no.
Notice how she is thinking still a bit hard because her eyes movement it's away from the communication channel, let's say. So this is something that not only happens to her, it happens to everyone and even me in my first and second language. When we are thinking or when we are building an image in our mind, we just go up and we are like, what do we want to say? And this is quite normal. And that's why when we are playing games, we feel a bit more engaged. And if we are in character, it gets easier, right? She's still thinking about había and habría. This is in her mind, and it's okay because it was the constraint. So it makes sense, right? My suggestion when you're playing this game, be in character as much as possible. Be this gossip girl as much as possible. It helps a lot.
No le diría
Nada.
nada.
Pero ya va. ¿Tú crees que si él hubiese sabido la edad de esta enamorada, él habría tenido una relación con ella, porque ella es muy joven? ¿Tú crees que él habría tenido una relación con ella, sabiendo la edad?
Sí, creo que habría tenido una relación, saber o sin saber su edad.
Es un viejo verde.
Sí, y la joven tiene la edad de su nieta.
Es un viejo verde.
No entiendo qué es viejo verde.
Viejo verde es un hombre mayor que le gustan las jóvenes. Viejo verde.
Viejo verde. Oh, gracias
Verde.
por la frase.
Sí, es como stinky horrible man. Viejo verde. ¿Y tú crees que ella, esta chica, habría salido con él Si no fuese por su condición económica.
Creo que ella no habría salido con él sin su condición económica, ¿no?
Claro, es que esto es muy significativo porque yo escuché que ella viene de una familia con muchas carencias.
Sí, lo había escuchado
En
también.
serio, ¿tú también lo habías
En
escuchado?
serio.
Wow.
Sí, y em, no, no pienso mala en ella.
De ella, no. No, yo
De ella,
tampoco.
no,
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 yo
no.
tampoco.
Lo entiendo su posición, pero
Sí,
sí pienso mala de él.
yo
Porque,
también.
porque, porque para mí es un abuso de su poder.
Sí, pero también creo que si ella hubiese podido terminar la escuela, habría tenido más o mejores oportunidades.
Estoy de acuerdo. Me dijo que
Ujú.
tiene dos hijos
¿En serio?
muy jóvenes,
Wow,
bebés, y si no hubiera tenido hijos,
claro.
no habría salido con
Este
este viejo verde.
reset, perfecto. Okay, first of all, one thing that she was doing extremely well was taking her time. She wasn't rushing. When we rush, we end up being chopped. We don't want to rush. If our second language doesn't support the speed, the normal speed of our first language, we just need to take it slow and as slow as possible in order to structure our ideas, to build up the sentence, in order to be more flowy. Fluency is not about speed. Fluency is about keeping the words coming out of your mouth. And that was exactly what she did. The other thing was like this was a hard topic. It started with a chisme and it ended up being a bit more deep than that. So, congrats on her because she did great. And if you want to try this on your own or with your conversation partner, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and leave me in the comments how was the experience for you. Now, let's go back to the other video because we're gonna get a closure, wrap up everything there. Congrats on making it this far. You survived a pretty dense topic. The key: collect tips, not questions. It's easy to get stuck on grammar, but if you take it step by step, you'll start using the big ones naturally. My motto: try the tense until it fails. Don't overthink, just go for it. And if you found this helpful, give a thumbs up. And of course, thank you for watching. Ciao, 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 ciao.